Shield damage 50%. Objective C hacked. Virus upload in progress. Objective D hacked. Virus upload in progress.
Right guys, we are back with a vengeance. It's been about three-ish weeks, and Booker and I are back to burst your eardrums and make your ears bleed with our, yeah.
Yeah, witchery. Yeah, I have to apologise to the public. I spray. You haven't had to put up with it all, but here we are back.
Booker, believe it or not, dude, believe it or not, I actually have a special guest star. He is so awesomely special that he needs no real introduction. Pyrex, say hi, dude.
You call it special.
Special needs.
My mummy said I was a special snowflake. You'll have to excuse me. I am absolutely steaming drunk right now. So if I'm slurry and racist and rude, I don't mean to be black.
You're in good company. You're in good company, especially the drunk part.
Yeah.
Right, well, obviously tonight's topics, Booker, we're going to be talking about the CPM1 Elect, the guys who all got elected, we'll talk about the server shutdown, ooh, and then we're probably going to place bets on which server's next. Right, Booker, dude, yeah, do you remember something called CPM1 elections? Do you remember this?
Tickle was a little made.
Well, basically, let me refresh your memory, dude. It ran for 2 weeks, and the fallout from it is that Cross Atreyu, whoa, too much to drink. Kiva alongside, Stride, wow. Zatara Rort, Sir Manboy, Soraya XL, Judge Radamanthus, and Iron Wolf Saber actually got elected. Judge Radamanthus ran away with almost 300 votes, and everybody else got what was left over.
They were also rants.
Judge blew them into the weeds, bro.
Fair
play, Judge. Fair play, Judge.
Sloppy seconds. That's what they were. Yeah.
He just got the cast off votes, man. You know, so he's like, yeah, I'll share. He doesn't. Judge doesn't mind sharing at all.
Now, don't downplay the achievement of the other day. It was a hard fought campaign. One which was fought with dignity and
what? No, bro.
I
no.
actually could keep a straight face. I'm sorry. I was really trying to stop myself, but no. Sorry.
No, mate. No.
I think you only had to take one little look into what was it, the CPM Hall of Election or whatever, Hall of Erections or.
Yeah, we go with that one, mate.
Yeah. And it was a fairly bitterly fought campaign, straight from the playgrounds of England's primary schools. I think some of the stuff that was going on. Yeah, but fair play. They fought through it. The ones that are there now can now rise above such petty campaigning and with the real job of guiding this bit, the Goliath that is Dust 514, further forward on its journey into greatness.
Well, Judge, Judge is one of the guys I voted for, along with I'm More Saber and Cross Atu. I also voted for Appia and Tesfa, and sadly, Appia Tesfa didn't actually get in. I prefer them in the seats rather than a few of the guys on the council, but I won't say names because this isn't the channel for that. If you want, you can go to Pyrex's channel. Pyrex, you haven't said anything so far, dude. Come on, say something.
Oh, do I really have to talk about
Come on,
CPM?
I'm poking you with a stick now, bro. Come on.
About CPM over the years, haven't I? Let me. I like what Booker said, right? These guys, let's be clear now, the slate's wiped clean. These guys are going to do a great job, and they're going to take Dust, they're going to learn it, they're going to develop it, and they're going to take it straight to the bottom. Good luck to them all.
Oh, yeah, what was it? You said earlier, it's like the committee for deciding who wears the life.
It's
the Titanic.
For the Titanic, these guys are basically the committee that decides who wears the life belt.
I likened it to the Watchmen overseeing the game dying and so on. So yeah, well, it's as you said, Booker, it's something along the lines of free ticket to Iceland, whatever, bro.
Well, that's my attitude all along. If I'd have had the time to put myself up for it, and I wouldn't have minded having a little go, it would have been on the ticket of, I want to go to Iceland and have a good time. Thank you very much. Please vote for me.
You'd have been swept into power with the biggest majority ever for on it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, to be honest, I think if any of those guys who didn't get voted in this time round had actually gone onto the forum, I actually really just want to get to FanFest. I would
2 weeks of campaigning, pay money. 2 weeks of campaigning, pay money. 2 weeks of campaigning, bro. Free ticket to Iceland.
I would have changed my vote. I would have voted for that person. But yeah, you're being blood honest. You're getting free ticket to Iceland, and fair play to you, mate. And then you would have had my vote. And, so yeah, I would have campaigned on that ticket. So something like I would have just promised some photographs on the pub run or something, and as my for voting in.
I think I'm gonna start a thread and do something on Patreon or something. Get Booker to FanFest. Donate here.
It needs like a Kickstarter fund.
There we go, Kickstarter. Get Booker to FanFest Kickstarter. Yeah. Money here, 20 pence, Booker. There we go. There's my donation.
I will make sure that Fun would be get me to FanFest and with more goddamn trees. Thank you very much. There's more to life than burning trees and flipping Legion, all right?
Oh shit, man.
I could say that now. There could be some quite interesting stretch goals, like stretch goal number 1. Let's get completely fucked on day 1. Literally 20 gallons of vodka.
Oh god, that would stretch something. I'm sure of that.
So yeah, the individual candidates that were elected, have you guys actually seen who got elected? Do you know any of the guys who got elected? Did you vote for? Because I spoke to the guys that I elected, I wanted and voted for, and yeah, did you, Booker? Did you have any things to say to the CPM's currents or whatever?
There was a few that I knew. I thought I think it's great that I Will Save is still there. I think it's good to have some link from the previous CPM. I'm really pleased about that. And obviously Judge, we know Judge well, and I agree with many of the things he says. I also disagree with some of the things he says, but you could say that of anybody. But I think he will speak well for the community. The other people I voted for, I was kind of like, they're all much of a muchness, to be quite honest. And some of my decisions were right. Well, I haven't seen. It'd be nice to have somebody from like Australia on the council because they're not represented by anybody, and somebody from that part of the world. And I was literally, because they're all saying the same thing. Some of the people lower down in my list I was voting for, it was on geography. What can I say?
Okay, so you split your vote via geographics. Okay, that's interesting for me to know.
Geographics.
Sorry. I just voted for 4 of them. I had 7 votes. I voted for 4, 5. I don't remember. I was drunk. But yeah, sadly some didn't get in. Yay that some did. I'm glad that Judge and Cross got in because I think those two are going to be. How do you say absolute fucking anvils to the devs if they cock up? And to be honest, I won't let the CPM ones sleep or rest if they cock up as well. So yeah, I'm watching you. Ha ha.
I am watching. Yeah, I'm watching you.
When you go to sleep tonight, you want to see my face. Yes.
937 votes. It's not a huge amount, is it?
It's shite, isn't it? That's absolutely shite when you look at the numbers. Do you know, here you go, fun fact, there are more Dust characters than Eve characters total.
Hang on, what? There's more Dust characters than there are Eve characters? What?
Would you like the numbers, good sir?
Oh, yes, this is just going to add to my conspiracy theorems. Thank you. Tell me the numbers. What? There's more Dust characters than Eve characters. What?
A bit tangent this, you might want to edit this out, but right, if I'm on Eve offline right now, okay, basically in the last 48 hours, something like 4,000 new characters are created, but at peak 756 new characters are created at prime time, as opposed to 4,000 odd players on. So that means actually the real numbers are 3,200. But when you go to seaboard.com and dustboard.com, currently dustboard is tracking 1 mercenaries, and eboard.com 7.1 million. And
What?
Eveboard,
7 million Dust players?
Yep, and Eveboard is tracking 6.8 million pilots. So Dust is a much more successful product than Eve. Just leaves you to say well.
Yeah, except for those Eve characters, it's a £10 from in subscription fee. The thing is, so that that's the difference. But with what you get is that people are making characters, getting pub stomped, never going back, never touching it again. And
yeah, I'm victim to that as well. Victim. I've been pub stomping for a while.
With the matchmaking as it is, you're probably pub stomping all the time.
Well, let's just go back to the 937. Obviously, those people have been on the forums for 937. Obviously, traffic the forums and have actually bothered to vote. If you believe the stats and figures, about 4,000 odd people on average playing the game, and only 937 voted. I think there's a big discrepancy there. I honestly believe the average player base is around just under 2,000.
If you're lucky.
Yeah, if we're lucky, to be honest. So yeah.
Remember the guys log on and they spin ships for hours on end, and I think that's prevalent culture a lot of places. They switch their PS3 on, and then it's just a really comfortable Skype system that they can use when they want to talk to their mates. And I don't think they're playing a lot of matches. I don't think they're really doing much.
And I've been guilty of that myself. Like you say, it's a good place to go and find your buddies you've been playing with for the last couple of years and chew the fat. And I have very often sat there with others and not played a single match. I don't know how that goes on. But I can't believe that there are more than a few hundred regular players coming in on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, sadly I agree there, Booker. Sadly I agree. Which actually leads us quite neatly onto the server shutdown. Ooh. Yeah, well, as we all know, Oceania got shut down. And the devs...
Oceania, as we call her,
Oceania. Well, look, they said... people are cheating. We're gonna shut the server down because you're cheating. Whatever, dude. Whatever. You just can't be bothered playing it, and the game's coming to an end. That's why it got shut down. Why take it as people are cheating? People have been cheating on there for freaking years. Why didn't you shut it down then?
Well, I kudos to CCP actually for actually trying to give a rational reason for shutting down the Oceania server. Fair play to them. They gave it a good go. Nobody believes it.
Well, they didn't give a fair play to them. They lied again. That's all I see into it. Lies. I just went there to my computer screen. You lie like your feet stink.
You like the woolly egg.
Quite controversial for you, Simon.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, but look,
it's either the
if
coffee
the
or the
game's
alcohol.
sorry, it's the alcohol. Yeah, if the game's getting shut down, you're gonna take the server that's got the least amount of traffic and take it down. That's the way I see it. That is it. That's it.
It's expensive. I mean, if you're talking about there are only a few hundred regular players per. And nothing against Australia, but Oceania area. But I think they're quite a small minority as far as certainly as Dust goes.
Whoa! Let's not talk about minorities. Someone's CPM election got derailed due to minorities. Whoa!
Well, we're all for minorities.
Not mentioning any Australians.
Oh God, me.
This way, right now in some pawnbroker shop in Shanghai, server with a little tag on it that just says, server barely used, almost new, for sale.
Yeah, and that could be underlying reason why the whole Oceania thing has gone up in smoke. People being careless about what they forums, and they're just like shutting down. You're not having your server no more. That's it.
No, I honestly think it's just because it's due to lack of traffic. But due to the fact there was lack of traffic, people went on there quite blatantly in the open, like, I'm going to farm some kills, dude. I'm going to boost. And not getting caught. And because CCP don't care, I'm sorry to be the negative one here, with Pyrex in the same chat, but because there's no one on there to give a shit, it's like, well, who cares?
Yeah. Negative one. I think there might be a copyright problem here.
Yeah. Well, I think you know, if you're gonna go and piss off a whole section of your community, you might as well. Sorry, Australia. You might as well Australia, because there's hardly anybody there who plays Dust. Please don't crucify me.
Booker tomorrow is going to have at his door an angry Australian with like the court hanging hat, and he's just going to punch you in the face when you open the door.
Australians should go to FanFest and everything. In fact, they should have tried to have gotten the CPM1. They would have got a free ticket. But it's a matter, they are a minority of numbers, and CPM have it must cost them a fortune to run that server, I expect. And I'm afraid that they've fallen victim to it. And I feel for the guys, and I hope that the Asian server doesn't give them too much problems, i.e. lag-wise, when they continue to.
Yeah, it is quite sad that the very, very, very small amount of people that play Dust from Australia, and I have to go to obviously the American, European, or the Asian servers. Which again leads us on to the next topic. Here's an interesting question for you, you two. Which server do you think is going to go, and when do you think it's going to go? I think it's going to be the Asian server. I reckon it's going to go down in the next few months. But the counter argument to that is Shanghai's in Asia, so it's right there with them. Would that one go down, or would the American one go down because it's further away from Asia? It's just one of those. Booker, what do you
think it's going to be Europe.
You reckon it'll be Europe?
But let me explain, because apparently there is actually a much better fight to be had on the American servers, because there's more Americans in the world, and there's more of them playing Dust. And actually, that's where you'll find the better battles. It's that only a handful of people playing on the servers. They have quite a strong, I guess, always powerful corps, like Lord British and things like that. So there's quite a lot of them there. So it could be European, honestly.
Pyrex reckons European. I reckon Asia. Booker, do you reckon American server's going to get shut down, or do you think Asia or European?
Mate, I do not think shut any more down. I think now they're conserving their energies, conserving their cost as much as they.
Yeah, it's actually quite interesting. I mean, I honestly do think Dust is going to shut down in the next 6 months. Sorry, but I do. And they're gonna launch the Legion beta shortly after that, and we'll be seeing a fully functioning, running beta. I'm actually building a PC just to play that freaking game. So yeah, I'm sadly in the crack addict aisle in the queue, waiting for my next clinical dose, quite literally, yeah.
Use some methadone, try Elite Dangerous or Destiny, seriously.
Speaking of Destiny, bro, it's actually not Destiny, yeah? It's Destiny, yeah?
Destiny.
Destiny!
We've taken that game over. Halo, fuck off. Destiny, bro.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what everybody's going to be doing in the next few months anyway, so I'm not sure quite how Dust is going to compete with Destiny, personally.
Not really a competition. It's like a fat kid in the wheelchair trying to beat up, like, Mike Tyson. It's never going to happen.
Like,
why does it always have to be a wheelchair with you, dude? Why can't it just be a fat kid? Why does it have to be a fat kid in a wheelchair?
Fat is the last taboo. You can't run down fat people. Well, you can. Just use a big cut.
Britain is full of taboo women in the bars and the boob tubes at night.
Oh,
taboo.
hang on a minute.
Man relies on taboo women.
Taboos, yeah, inverted commas, taboo.
Yeah.
You woke up next to a taboo woman in the morning. You think, how the fuck can I get away from this taboo woman? Yeah.
Slightly off topic, but funny all the
just
same.
a touch, just a touch, just a touch.
Yeah.
So yeah, that then basically is all there is to talk about Dust 514, guys. Nothing else really much to say. Pyrex is sitting drunk in his corner. Been prodding with a stick repeatedly. He doesn't give a shit. Booker is tired of talking to me because I've been drunk and saying random things. And yeah, Booker, conclusions, dude.
I think this is getting towards the final nuggins, the last noggins, the bit of the barrel that's the dregs, whatever you want to call it. This is where we're at, and you know, I just hope that we get some green light for Legion, and that we can just get and start calling this the Legion Beta, and move forward in that direction, and stop mucking up all this dust malarkey.
Yeah, I can agree there, Booker. My conclusions, obviously, with the CPM1s, congrats to guys that got in, and very, very sorry and heartfelt sympathies for those that didn't. You know, we are Legion Beta, as we've been bouncing on for the past year and a half now, Booker. We are beta testers and have been beta testers for that. You know, server shutdowns, very, very sad. I reckon the Asian one's going to go next, personally. Pyrex reckons European, you reckon not. But anyway, yeah. But yeah, you know, guys, there isn't really much to talk about, apart from someone spouting on about heavy nerves and stuff. But yeah, guys, yeah, Pyrex, what do you reckon, man?
Got a lot.
I was just literally contemplating wine glass then. It was low tide at Glass Bay. Anyway, I guess if I had a thing, Cross, Kevel, Zatara, Samanboy, you need a first name, by the way, Soroya, Judge, and Iron. That's a pretty cool first name. Like any kind of Mugabe-style elected dictator getting into power, all I can say to you is start to steal, start to grab, and start to accumulate, because I don't think you'll be there long.
Grab what you
get
can.
the fuck out.
Get those free T-shirts and get that bloody free ticket to Iceland. Get it in the
free
post
ticket
now.
club to Iceland.
Yeah. Okay, so I might possibly be in a reticule near you sometime soon. Bye!
I love you guys. That's
Jesus.
so cute when you do it as well. It's like, oh, it's nice. It's really nice. Seriously, no trolls. Seriously, it's really nice. Not in a gay way, all right? Not in a gay way.
Yeah,
Nice.
lies.